You go live and switch to yourself.
Then I do this. And then I turn.
Yep, that's on. I just turned it on.
Ow. Okay, I see.
So they can.
See, I still can't. I can't remember that from last week.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Happy Friday, Ken. Hi.
Hey, Ken. What's happening, Mama?
I'm gonna go put some clothes on now.
Go have fun, honey. Knock yourself out. How are you, Ken? How's it going? How are you?
Hey, I got an idea.
Hey, Bethany, what's happening, Mama? Hey, Shannon, what's up? What up?
They're right there.
Honey,
Okay.
don't
I'm saying.
mess with my vibe. Don't mess with my flow. I have my flow going.
Stop that.
Why?
So I was thinking if we come up with the money, we could get a software upgrade and add
Okay.
your people one at a time. Each week.
Okay. We can do that.
Like, put them on camera.
Okay.
If
Okay, but we can talk about that some other time. Some other time. Some other time.
no, I was just letting Ken know to.
Can you guys hear me?
Don't do that. That is so cruel. Don't do that.
I
Don't
cracked
listen to her.
myself up. I'm sorry.
Hi, Mr. B. Hope you're good. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, Shannon.
He's good.
Yeah, I should co-host.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Whatever. I'm ready.
Yeah,
So I guess you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You guys, I haven't worn these glasses in so long, right? And it's the weirdest thing. It's the exact same prescription as my other glasses. But it's like when I look in these, they just feel like they're so much stronger. That's so weird. I don't know. Oh, good, good, good. Okay. Hey, Cynthia, what's happening, Mama? Good, good, good. Can I help you?
forgot my phone. All right, come on.
Hey, go with Daddy, because you know you're just going to start whining and crying for him like you always do. She's such a daddy's girl, such a daddy's girl. So how's everybody's week? Good? Bad? Eh? How was it? Mine was good until today. It's like everything's going wrong today for some reason. I don't know what's up, y'all. It must be like the moon or something tonight, because whew, it's been one of those days, y'all. Then I curled my hair, and I don't know if you can see it, but I forgot to curl like an entire section. Yeah. Ken, how are you doing? Shannon, Cynthia, Bethany, how was your week? How was your week? Hey, Pat, you made it. Hey. My week has been interesting. We're in isolation. My 14-year-old son has COVID. Oh, no, Shannon, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Good Lord. Is this stuff ever gonna end? I don't think so. I am so sorry to hear that, Shannon. Jeez. Good. My grandkids visited Wednesday. Oh, good, Cynthia. Good, good, good. Hey, 10-9, what's happening? Congrats on being second, Beth. There you go. So busy. Hope y'all's week has been good. Oh, good. Well, busy's good. Excuse me. Busy can be good. Yeah. I had a busy week today. It was like every time I turned around, it was something. I was trying to can chicken. Needless to say, I roasted the chicken. The chicken did not get canned. The chicken will be getting canned tomorrow. I don't even know. I may turn it into like chicken soup or something. I haven't decided. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So started out finding about my uncle who's in the hospital. You know, it's his lungs are shot. It's one of those things, you know. So I think he's being discharged tomorrow, and they're going to have hospice come to his house. And, you know, they're basically saying, like, he's at the end. So started off with that crap. And then I found out that I have a really good friend that I have friends that I've been friends with forever, right? One I've been friends with since I was 4. This particular friend I've been friends with since 4th grade. So she didn't realize her license had expired. So she lives in Florida. So she went to the Department of Motor Vehicles to get her license. Well, she proceeded to fall. She has some kind of illness. It's, I don't know what it's called, but she shakes a lot. Well, I guess she tripped on a step and she fell, and DMV witnessed this, and then she wasn't like acting like herself. She was kind of out of it. And so they were like, oh, we're sorry, we're going to revoke your license. There goes my phone, clockwork. Every freaking time, you guys. Every freaking time. Yeah. So they're revoking her license, right? And then, you know, she was upset. She called me. We were talking about it. Then I find out her husband passed away 3 years ago, right? So I said, well, you live close to both your sons, right? Because, okay, so both of her boys, they're from 2 different dads. They like rent a place together, I guess. The one son is like, he's a commissioned artist. He's like so talented, right? So he makes a decent amount of money, right? So the other son, he works at like a grocery store or something. She said, oh, I haven't heard from him in like 3 months. And then I hadn't heard from my other son in like 2 months until today when he called to ask for money. She's scraping and pinching by on Social Security, okay? He makes a shit ton of money. And he's calling her for money. I was pissed. I was like, man, those kids are so lucky that I don't live in Florida, because if I did, I'd be showing up at the door and we'd be having some words, you know? It just pisses me off. And she's like, well, my one son, the artist, we'll just call him the artist, he thinks that everything I say is wrong. I'm like, I don't give a shit what he thinks. You're his mother. You're his elder. He needs to respect you, you know? Ugh, it just pissed me off, you guys. It just, to the point where I'm thinking, I think I need to book a flight to Florida, you know? Seriously, because, so, you know, my poor friend now, you know, she's going to have to find rides and stuff, which I told her it's, you know, I know it sucks, but it's for the best so you don't kill yourself or somebody else, you know. Today was the day, y'all. I'm telling you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we saw this coming with my uncle, right? I mean, frankly, I'm surprised he's lasted this long. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, Shannon. Oh, thanks, Ken. The green. You know what this shirt is like? Here, let me show you. It goes green, and then it gradiates down to like blue. It's like my favorite shirt. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. How does your license expire? Yeah, it's like every 8 or 10 years or something, you have to go and renew your license. And like, it depends on what state you're in. You know, you have to take like an eye test, like a vision test. Yeah. Please click the thumbs up. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, girl. Hey, Lori, what's happening, Mama? What's happening? Exactly, Ken. That's what I said. I'm like, you need to tell him to hit the road. You don't need to be giving him money. Sorry. You know, if he says, oh, I need it for food, you can say, well, then you can come over here and I'll make you a bologna sandwich. How about that? Like, come on, you know? There are a lot of families that have this dynamic where some people only see family when they want something. Right, Ken? Right. So true. So true. And it just pisses me off. You know, those kids know how hard it's been for her since her husband died. You know, not the financial, just, you know, just emotionally, you know? Ugh, pisses me off. License has an expiration date. Sometimes you have to take a test to get the, yeah. Ombre. Yeah, ombre, that's it. Victoria, I'm traveling around your hood, sort of. Oh, where are you at, girl? Where are you at? Hey, Darlene, what's happening? Where are you at, 10-9? I'm sorry about your uncle and your friend. Aw, thank you, Pat. Thank you. Yeah, it's like, you know, I mean, we see it coming with my uncle, you know, and like I said, I'm surprised he's lived this long. But my friend, like, that's just like, I mean, it really, yeah, it just broke my heart because she was like, what do you do when you get sad? Like, how do you force yourself out of being sad? And, you know, what could I say? I was like, you can't force yourself out of being sad. Like, it doesn't work like that. I said, nobody else can pull you out of it. I said, you know, I have down days or sad days, but not to the point that I'm like massively depressed. You know what I mean? So I was like, you need to go back to your doctor. You need to get your medicine checked and go. Like, now I'm really worried about her, you know? I mean, and because she's a good friend of mine, I don't know if I would be able to see it. Like, I kind of felt like she's kind of like suicidal, kind of, maybe. But she's my friend. I can't see it, you know? I can't always see it. Sometimes I can, but I can't always see it. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We don't get our license checked until you're an old age pensioner. Then the doctor just gives you a cursory check every 5 years. Oh, wow. You know, they need to do that here. Because let me tell you, half these people out here driving that are like 97 years old and that are going 5 miles an hour, I'm sorry, but they don't need to be driving. When I see these old people driving like that and they're crawling, they're slamming their brakes, I'm like, where's your family? Like, where's your family at? You know, why isn't your family driving you around chauffeuring you? You know? Yeah. I like bologna sandwich. Me too, girl. Me too. You know what my favorite is? My favorite is German bologna sandwich with mayonnaise and dill pickles. That's my jam. I could eat that every day for the rest of my life. That's my jam. Speaking of vision, my eye doctor just found a weird square hole in my left eye. Made the appointment before anything happened. Then on Monday, my eye freaked out. I saw a big black ball of hair in my field of vision. I accidentally missed an emergency appointment today. Oops. I slept past it and my phone blocked the call. Oh no! You definitely have to go in Monday, girl. You cannot mess around when it comes to your vision. Trust me, I went completely blind, and that was like, that was very difficult. You know, it's, don't play around with your vision, girl. Gradiated color, yep. Graduated color, that's it, yep. Hi y'all, sorry I'm late. Hey Kim, welcome girlfriend, welcome. How's your week been? How's it been? Now I'm hoping I can get in tomorrow. I'm just exhausted. My dad wants me to be there for him at 3 a.m. and I just can't do it. Well, you know what? You can only do what you can do. So do what you can do, Lori. You don't need to push yourself, but you do need to find out about your eyesight. Like, that's so important. I don't even know where I've been. Just know I've been in the Virginias, LOL. Welcome, 10-9. Did you honk as you drove by? I would have been like, hey, yo, what's up? What road are you on? That'll tell me. What road are you on? Are you on like I-66 or 395 or 495? Where are you at, girl? My dad would never, ever give up his license. But when the pandemic came, he could not go out, and the car sat there month after month. So he eventually gave it up. Thank God. There you go. Yeah, you definitely need to get that checked, girl. That's scary, Lori. It's been a good week, Ken. Good. I'm glad to hear that, honey. CPO Snarky, what's up? Had anyone else watch Secrets of Playboy? Hefner was really awful. I had no idea how badly he treated the ladies. Oh, yeah. Everybody thought he was just such, oh, he's just so awesome. But yeah, I've heard a couple stories. I read something somewhere from a girl that was a former Playmate, and she talked about it. Yeah. My mom used to make up fried bologna with pickle. Yum! Fried bologna and fried eggs. Ooh, that's so good together. I'm very stressed out. I keep seeing those black lines across my site. They're called floaters. Yeah. I had that problem before. Oh, it's scary. They're annoying, but it's the whole thing the whole thing that's the issue now. I just have to suffer with floaters. Yeah. Ugh. My eyesight is getting slowly worse with the muscular dystrophy. I go back in June to see how much my eyesight has changed. Oh no, Pat, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you had MS. It's not MS. Muscular dystrophy is totally different. I actually, growing up, we had this little girl, Stephanie, who had muscular dystrophy. And she had a pretty serious case, right? But we worked with her, and we got her to where she could walk, right? She could walk on her crutches, and then her mom found some new man and decided she was going to be a stay-at-home parent. And all the work that my mom and I had done working on this poor child, we ran into her like a couple years later, and she was in a wheelchair, and like she couldn't do anything for herself. I was so frustrated. So sad. How's the weather been there? Are you doing cemetery visits again soon? Hopefully, you guys. Oh my Lord. Listen, I would have loved to have gone last weekend, but it ended up being a friggin' nightmare of a weekend. This weekend I can't because I have too much going on with canning and crap and planting and but I definitely want to get back to doing that. Like, I love doing that. You don't understand. I just feel completely at ease when I'm in a cemetery. I feel very calm, and if I'm stressed, the stress just kind of goes away. Like, that's my happy place. But the weather has been like, it was warm today. It was nice. It was in the 50s today. It's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. And then it's supposed to be in the low 50s on Sunday. But then like the middle of next week, it's supposed to be in the 80s. So my sister was telling me in Kansas City yesterday, they got snow, sleet, hail, rain, and then like torrential downpours and gale force winds all in the same day. I was like, bipolar weather, y'all. So Will Smith banned for 10 years from the Academy. I doubt it'll affect him unless one of his family is up for an award. Yeah, it ain't gonna affect him. They think that's gonna affect them? Ugh. We had snow for a couple days and it vanished. Good. That's where snow should go. Out the vanish, gone, kaput. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. It will eventually take my eyesight. It is macular dystrophy. My mistake. Oh, macular dystrophy. So I have this couple that they're like an aunt and uncle to me. That my parents were best friends with them, and yeah, Bernard had that, and he's down to where he can see like a shadow here and there. Yeah. Pat, that kills me. I'm so sorry. But you know, I was like, what did I see? I saw something recently and I thought of Bernard. I was like, I need to get that for Bernard, or I need to tell his daughter to buy it, you know? I can't remember. I have to keep looking, Pat, and see if I can figure out what the heck it was. But it was specifically for people that were losing their eyesight. So, yeah. Hugh Hefner was an abuser. No one would start Playboy and not be a womanizer and abuser, using women for entertainment. Very low opinion of women, and that is without knowing him, right? Yep. Is Will Smith for real? Unbelievable. Right, Shannon? Right? That's what I say. That's what I say. But, you know, there's a part of me that feels bad for Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like, he's basically been made a laughingstock because of his dumbass wife. So I do feel bad for him, you know, because he genuinely loves her. Like, you can tell he really does love his wife, you know. Thanks, Shannon. I had such a stressful day on Monday that I'm sure that had something to do with my eye trouble. Oh, no. Ken, his fans and movie people are pulling away from him. Wow. Oh, no, Lori. Seems to be something in the air. My son has COVID, so we've been in isolation. Excuse me. No, Will Smith is now thinking about checking into a rehab place. Probably his agent suggested that. Yeah, probably. For real? Pat, I'm sorry to hear that. All these things are so terrible. I hope they can find a cure in time, right? Hey, JR, what's happening? They have postponed the movies, but rumors say that once the heat dies down, they will go ahead with the movies. Time will tell. I'm sure they will. You know, it's like anything else. These stupid stars can do whatever the hell they want, and, you know, 2 weeks later, nobody even remembers, so. He does not need rehab. He needs a divorce. Exactly. Exactly. Rehab for jerks. It's just an excuse, right? What will go? What? Wait. What's Will going to rehab for? That's what I'm curious about. Is he saying like he has like anger issues or something? Or he picks bad women? Maybe that's what it is. They have certain vitamins for macular degeneration, but not for mine. Oh no. Pat, I'm so sorry. And you're so young too. That sucks. Yeah, Bernard's now, he's been going through his for probably 20 some years. I mean, he's like 83 probably. He's, you know, but he's very fortunate because initially they said like when they diagnosed him, they said like he would be completely blind in no time. And it took like years, right? They were surprised that it wasn't as quick as what they thought it was going to be, thankfully. Damn. Maybe they have rehab for codependency. Yeah, right? That's what he needs. Will and Jada's relationship is interesting. Yeah. So you can sleep with his, but don't comment on her hair, right? I think she's full of shit, y'all. I don't think she doesn't have alopecia. My friend, since I was 4, grew up with alopecia. She doesn't have alopecia. Alopecia, it's like, Ken can tell you the big bald spots. If you look at Jada Pinkett Smith's hair, when she shaves it, it's all there. Like all the hairs, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know. Hit the like button. It makes this video available to more people. Thank you, Miss Lori. I'm here now listening and moving out of the office. Hey, I am. What's happening, mama? Jada does not have alopecia. It's all for attention. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think you're onto something there, girlfriend. I like fried bologna, fried in Worcestershire sauce. I have not tried that. I bet it'd be good. I mean, how can you go wrong with bologna and Worcestershire sauce? You know? Jada said he overreacted, but you can see her clapping and laughing after Will slapped Chris. Oh, she was like physically like, you know. Oh, yeah. No. I don't trust that woman. Like, and it's sad because, you know, they just seem like such a cute little couple together. And, oh, look, they're still together after all these years. But are they really? I don't think so. I think it's all for show because I just feel bad for Will Smith. Let's just leave it at that. It's all there. The stubble's all over it. Yeah, exactly. She has one little line of missing hair on the very top. If so, she was so insecure, she would have worn a wig. Exactly. You know, I'm sorry, but she goes on her show saying, it doesn't bother me when people make fun of me about having alopecia. Like, I'm used to it. It doesn't even faze me. Okay, of course it phases you. Whether you have alopecia or whatever you're doing, of course it phases you. You're a woman. You know, especially in her industry, you have to look good all the time. You know what I mean? And the sad thing is that if she doesn't have alopecia and she's just shaving her head, she's freaking drop dead gorgeous, right? I wish I were that ugly. Like, she's so freaking pretty, you know? I don't get her, you guys. I don't understand it. But, you know, rich people are cocky. They are. Not all of them. I should have said that in my video. I should have said that in that video. I almost put something at the end like, I don't mean every single rich person. I'm talking about the person that hired the person to kill these people. Rich people are cocky, y'all. He's a cocky son of a bitch. How about that? Yes, she was seen laughing from me. Yeah, exactly. Their kids are interesting and weird. Their kids are, I like their kids. Like, I'm okay with their kids. You know, they just live their life and, you know, I'm okay with them. It's just, I don't know. She's just screwed that poor man over so bad. Like, yeah. That 1-inch line looks more like a scar. I've seen many scars on scalps, and that was what it looks like. Not sure if you can get a line of alopecia. Yeah, my friends literally, like, we were 4, and her hair up here started, like, big patches started coming out. And so my mom went and bought her some, like, cute barrettes, and, like, we showed her how she could, you know, pull her hair over this way and put a little barrette. And that worked for probably 6 months or so until more of her hair started coming out. And then my mom was so upset because, so my friend that I've known since I was 4, her mom was a single mom, and her mom was worried about going and chasing after guys. You know, she didn't care about her daughter. So her daughter spent like a lot of her time with us. And so my mom got really pissed one day, and she confronted her mom and said, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Your poor child's losing her hair, and she's stressed out over it, and that's making it worse. And she's so upset, and you haven't done anything. Like, what the hell have you done for her? You know? Finally, her mom got off her ass and took her and had like this really nice wig made. But it's just sad at like 4 years old to have to worry about, you know what I mean? I mean, I know people have, you know, kids with cancer and stuff like that, but it just, it was horrible. And it's not like she had familial support, you know what I mean? Her grandmother babysat her, and her grandmother was amazing. But her grandmother passed when she was really young, so it was literally, excuse me, her and her mom. And her mom was a douchebag. I mean, to this day, her mom's, don't get me started on her mom. Her mom just got out of prison because her mother, let me tell you. Her mom ended up marrying this very wealthy man. So they moved from this shitty apartment in the ghetto to this expensive house. I mean, she lived by, in the same neighborhood where all the Redskins lived back in the early 80s, okay? So she lived in all the, you know, like the multi-million-dollar homes. And so when he got sick, he was diagnosed with cancer, and he ultimately died. She inherited all this money, right? So she goes and she downsizes, she buys a little house, and, you know, she should have just lived happily ever after, right? But oh no. She took her life savings. Okay, so she was helping take care of this elderly woman. She was getting paid to do it. And so she decided, well, I'm just going to sell my house because I'm over here all the time anyway. And the lady said, yeah, please do. Just move in full time. So she sold her house, pissed that money away, right? And then ultimately fell into a trap of somebody called her and said, hey, I have millions of dollars for you. You know those scams where you get the email like, oh, I can't get the money myself, so I need you to collect these millions of dollars for me and I'll give you your share. She invested all the money. She sent all the money she had, and this poor woman, she sent a bunch of her money because she thought, oh, I'm going to become a multimillionaire and she's going to be rich and I'm going to be rich. Well, guess what happened? They took all of her money. They took all of the lady's money that she worked for, and she ended up in prison. True story. She just got out of prison recently because she was diagnosed for like the 3rd time with breast cancer, and she was like 2 years shy of her sentence being done. And so now my friend, she is now like helping take care of her mother, and her and her mother are like oil and water. Her mother's useless, okay? Yeah, so it's unfreaking believable. And so now my friend, you know, she's had alopecia since she was 4. Her hair is beautiful now. It's grown back in for the most part. Well, I'm sure she's losing it again because of her mother being out of prison, making her life a living hell. So I haven't seen her in a while. I need to call her. All right, you guys, let me get caught up here. Jada doesn't love it. Right, darling. Rich people are cocky, see? He might be right. I don't know anything about it, but I think Jada is a little sick in the head. Not saying, I'm not sure, but she's not acting right in the situation. She's definitely got some issues. You're right, she does. Yeah. What people do to be famous, exactly. Vicky, I love your life. You should write a book. Thanks, Shannon. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Girl. No, it's just there's definitely a cast of characters in my life, trust me. There's a big old cast of characters. There's a video of her laughing after she clapped. Yeah, right? Isn't it interesting how people come into our lives for a reason? Definitely. That's so true. I've always said that. It's like the right people are put in your life at the right time for the right reason. You may not see it today, but you'll see it, you know? Shoot, I was hoping that would turn blue. It's a video from this actor guy that says Hollywood is actually into Satanism. It's full of all kinds of symbols, very odd stuff, but informative. Oh, wow. Wow. Jada could get the best of treatment, expensive extensions to thicken her hair, the best made in the world if she had exactly that. That's so true. 100%. You see? Exactly, Ken. Exactly. 100%. That's right. Spot on, Ken. There's absolutely something sinister that goes on in Hollywood. Child abuse and Satanism and various other things. Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, definitely child abuse. The one that breaks my heart is the 2 Corys. Something about that. I feel so bad. Okay, so what is his name? Corey Feldman. I want to like him. I desperately want to like him, right? But I don't know. There's something there I don't like. I can't put my finger on it. You know, I'm not saying that he's a child abuser. You know, I know he's lived through hell and back. Corey Haim, he was awesome. Corey Feldman, I'm telling you guys, there's something there, but I can't put my finger on it. It's like I can't see it, right? Yeah. Yes, it's very true. It makes me sick. I'm very against any type of child abuse. I wish there was more we could do. Donna has a GoFundMe for an RV so she can go look for summer. You know, let me tell you something. My sister-in-law and her husband just got an RV last night. They just got it delivered. And I've told my husband for so long, like, I want to sell our house and I want to get an RV and live in it so that we can go state to state and I can help. You know what I mean? Like, if I had the money, there are so many cases that I would want to go. I wish I could do that. That is what opened up the casting couch stories about boys. Where am I at? I just went. Everyone always thought it was women that were targets, but children are, and some men. Crazy, but true. Yeah. You know what? Is Summer still alive? I didn't think so. But I saw something the other day that made me think she might be, you know, it's a weird feeling. Really, Shannon? Yeah, I've felt like she's gone. I've felt that way, I think, you know, from pretty much the beginning. I'm confused about whether Charlie Sheen molested Corey Haim or if it was one of the producers. Feldman is a con man. I'm certain of it. He definitely has some issues. That's for damn sure. Charlie Sheen. I really don't believe too much of anything that guy says. Now, his brother, Emilio Estevez, I think he's a stand-up guy. Charlie Sheen, I think there's been issues with him from right away. Because, you know, his dad was a star, so he was born into it. And I think he was into bad stuff from the beginning. I do. Have you heard of Paris Bennett? He was convicted of murder at 14. He may be paroled one day. Do you see that? I don't know who Paris Bennett is. Yeah, but I do feel like I do feel like he's going to be paroled. He's going to get out. I do feel that, which isn't good, y'all. You know, that one little kid that we talked about last week that got out. Ugh. Me too, Vic. Corey Haim, he was abused by Corey Feldman, I think. Definitely something off about him. I think he knows what he did, and that's why he's so vocal about what happened to him. You know what? You're probably right on the money there, Shannon. I've kind of felt that for, you know, I did the Corey Haim video, and yeah, I kind of felt that right off the jump. So, yeah. I'd love to do that, but I can't leave my cats. Maybe after they're gone. That would be an amazing life to travel around and save kids. It would be, wouldn't it? And you know what? My cat would be coming with me. You guys, look, I'm like pouring sweat in here again. It's going to be another hot year in here, you guys. Let's see. Let's see. Jared, he's so scary. My heart hurts for his baby sister. Wow. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but I need to write that name down. What did you say? Paris Bennett, yeah. Andy Garcia admitted he was told by a female director to take his clothes off. He refused, and she said she would ruin him, but he refused when he was young. Wow. I mean, I totally believe it. You know, I think so much of that stuff goes on that it's just like second nature for a lot of people, unfortunately. Yeah, the TBI released something the other day with reports she might be alive. Weird. They were searching in a specific area. I think she's gone too, but so weird. Wow, I didn't know that. Holy crap. Well, did you guys see that supposedly Candace Bly is trying to stay clean and sober? Which I say, awesome. Because maybe once she gets some time under her belt, maybe she'll finally come out and tell the truth about what happened. What kid got out? You don't have a good feeling about it. Well, do you guys remember the little redheaded kid? He was 14 and he killed, let me see. I got it in here. Eric Smith. He was 13 in 1993, and he killed 4-year-old Derek Roby. He got paroled. It's scary. And he's like, oh, I'm a different man now. I'm a changed man. I'm like, but are you really? You know? That's why I'm a social worker, Laura. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. What was I going to talk about, you guys? Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to tell you this. Okay. Wait, what is that? Is that my scar coming through? Yeah, that's my scar. Okay, you guys, so listen to this. I don't know if you can see it really well right now, but so last Friday night, I got done with Friday Night Live, and I washed my face off, and then I took my makeup wipes out, and I was trying to get like more of the makeup off, and then I was gonna like rewash my face. And all of a sudden, like, under my eyes, it was like on fire, right? I was on fire, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with my face? So I didn't see anything in the mirror, so I washed my face again, and I went and then chatted and hung out with hubby, and then a little while later we got in bed, and I was like, what is wrong with my eyes? And he's like, what? And I'm like, what's wrong with is there something wrong with my eyes? And he goes, oh my God, what the hell? He was like, so underneath my eyes was like swollen, and then there were like these red, like huge whelps, right? I was like, what in the hell? So he's like, is it burning? And I'm like, yeah, it's burning like crazy. Now this was a while after I had, you know, washed my face and everything. So he goes and gets me a cool washcloth, and I keep it on my eyes for a while, and then the burning went away, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. I was like, what the heck? So I get up the next morning, The marks are still there. They're not as bad, but there were clearly like these raised marks, right? So I was like, I think it has something to do with those makeup wipes I was using. And he was like, have you used them before? I'm like, yeah, I've been using them for like 10 years or something. And he's like, I don't know. So I had him stop at Ulta. We were out running around. I said, stop at Ulta. Let me go in and get some different makeup wipes. So I go in and I couldn't find the makeup wipes. I'm like, where the hell are the makeup wipes? I walk up to this woman. She's like, can I help you, honey? And then she goes, oh. And she literally grabs my arm. She's like, come here. Come over here. Come here. And I'm thinking, what? What's wrong? And she said, honey, do you have chemical burns? She's like, you have chemical burns under your eyes, don't you? And I'm like, I don't know, you know? And she was like, did you use whatever makeup wipes by any chance? And I was like, how'd you know? So she goes, let me tell you a story, honey. So listen, so she proceeds to tell me, she's like, I know I work for Clinique. She's like, but even if I didn't work for Clinique, I'd be telling you this. So she got chemical burns from this particular name brand of makeup wipes. And she said, look, I'm going to tell you the answer. She's like, you need to use these specific Clinique makeup wipes. She's like, they're expensive, girl. I'm going to be honest with you. They're expensive. And I was like, well, how much? They were $16, right? But I had just paid 11 something for the cheapy brand that I had bought, right? So she proceeded to tell me that the same exact thing happened to her. She's like, I have really sensitive skin, which I didn't think I had sensitive skin, but you know, she was explaining how, you know, the skin underneath your eyes as you get older gets thinner. So, you know, and she's like, I saw it right away on you. And I'm like, you saw that? Because I even had makeup on and you could still clearly see it, right? I mean, you can still see it now if you look really close. Like there's a little bit of residual left, like right there. Yeah. Anyway, so she was like, you got to try these wipes. And I was like, okay. So I bought them. I came home. I used them and it didn't burn at all. But anyway, she proceeded to tell me it's not just like this particular wipe that I had used that caused this. She was like, that's not the only name brand that will do this to your face. She's like, but it's very well known with that particular name brand. So I'm using the Clinique and at least it's not burning my skin. I know it's, you know, there's issues with all these companies, I think, but I was like, I got to do it. Cause you know, I can't deal with that. That was so scary to me after going blind. That was scary. I was like, what the hell is going on with my eyes? I mean, it wasn't in my eyes, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay. Oh, really, Lori? June 15th. What day did she go missing again? I know that Summer died on June 15th. It's just a knowing. Oh, wow. Thinking about an RV when I retire, sell everything and get one. There you go, Darlene. There you go. The same day, Chris McDonough says there's proof she was alive during the day. She's caught on Walgreens camera in the morning and seen by the guys that cut the trees. Not sure what time, though. Wow. Yeah, they're caught. She called them chemical burns. I don't think they're chemical burns in the way that you think of chemical, you know what I mean? But there's some kind of ingredient in it, you know? Yeah. Clinique tests on animals, don't bother. Ah, see? They're all bad, aren't they? Then I got to find something else, but I can't. Let me tell you guys, don't just go into like Walgreens or CVS and just buy any random makeup wipe. Please don't do that to yourself. You may not have a problem now. Like I said, I've been using that same name brand for probably 11 years. Never, ever had a problem with it, right? Never. But you know what's weird? The other day I grabbed one of them. I had something on my hand and I just grabbed one of them to wipe it off my hand and it burned my freaking hand. It was like burning my hand. Who knew? Oh no, bunnies and puppies. Oh, so the same day she went missing, right? It was later in the afternoon, early evening, that the red truck was reported to be in that area. How did Candace not hear that car or the dog's bark? That's what I'm saying. There was no way in hell anybody was going to get up that driveway or get up onto that property, take that child and get away without those dogs going batshit crazy. Because when a particular reporter went to interview her, like another reporter that was with them walked up the driveway, up the hill, had parked like down at the end of the hill and walked up the hill. And as soon as those dogs saw that guy, they went nuts. There's no way. Anybody that came on that property to take that child, those dogs will be going apeshit crazy. Like, there's no way. Unless Candace knew they were coming for her. Yeah, I don't know. Coming for Summer. Yeah, I think there's so much more to the story. You know what I mean? There's so much more. I had that dream again the other night. She's shaking me. I've done everything I can think of, you guys. I've prayed, I've meditated, I've prayed some more. I've, tried talking to Summer and say, hey, you can come to me. Just come to me and talk to me. I want to help you. I want to see what I can do. I've tried it all, you guys. Definitely, Darlene, something's definitely going on Hollyweird to the young'uns, for sure. I posted on my Instagram all the companies that test on animals. There are a lot. Dove is one of them. Really? Wow. Good to know. I will not be buying Dove products. I don't really buy any Dove products, but I'll just make sure I don't. Hey, Serious Lisa, what's happening? What was Candace's motive? Okay, I think this had something... I think it had something to do with Dawn and Candace, right? I don't think it had anything to do with Summer, but I think they took Summer because of something. So I don't know if they were owed drug money or drug, or I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew the exact, I wish I knew. Ugh. Did y'all know Elon Musk owns most of Twitter? Now he bought a majority shareholder. Wow, really? I didn't know that. I think Candace somehow passed Summer off to Dawn. I've just heard that the kids are saying they saw Summer walk out the back door. But it can't be true if they were upstairs. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but I just don't feel like she's alive. And I've told you this a million times. If I'm wrong, I'll come on here and say I'm wrong. Like, I just don't think she's alive. And especially, it kind of like, the dream doesn't make sense anyway, but if she were alive, I just don't understand why she's in my dream coming to me. You know what I mean? Like, not that I know why she's coming to me, but it's something right there. You know what I mean? That, yeah, something there. I don't know. Thank you for doing that, Ken. Yes, Ken, thank you for doing that. That's awesome. I guess I just don't ever really think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? I should think about it. Definitely. Because I have a real issue with companies that, take little baby animals and like test shit on them. And they get sick and they die or they're killed. And I have a real problem with that. Yeah. I have goosebumps, you guys. That gave me goosebumps. Oh, Vic, keep trying, honey. We'll come through eventually and she'll and tell you where she is. What's holding her back now, though? I don't know. And it just kills me because she's just a little girl. You know what I mean? Like, she's just a baby. I don't know. I really am hoping, though, with Dawn being in jail and Candace trying to do this clean and sober thing, I hope she's really trying to do that. I hope she's going to meetings, going to counseling, and really making an effort. And I hope she's successful. And I'm hoping that will cause her to come forward and tell the real story of what happened. Because even if she didn't directly participate in Summer being missing, I think she knows what happened. You know what I mean? If it was because of Dawn, she knows what the hell happened. Come on. She knows what happened. They drink all the time and get high and drunk all the time. So I'm sure they spill their guts to each other. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Lori Miller, you're so sweet. I am getting more into researching what I can and cannot buy as these companies are paying China to do their tests on animals to get around the laws. Yeah, that's, but if you really start, like I started just here and there. But if you really start looking at products, like so much of the stuff that we use on a daily basis comes from China. You know what I mean? Like there's just so much that comes from there. Like it's crazy. I think Dawn was saying Summer and they couldn't let her be tested by authorities because Dawn, essaying, gotcha, sorry, would be arrested for essay with a child under 8. He'd be in prison for life, so they got rid of her. You could be right. I would not want an animal to suffer so I could wear cosmetics or toiletries. This is 2022. There are other ways to test without torturing and harming animals. Yes, I completely agree, Ken. Candace is a complete con artist. I don't believe she's really trying to clean up. Yeah, I mean, I would like to hope that maybe she would get some time under her belt and like how she felt and maybe, but you're right. I mean, she is a con artist. So is her husband. Like, that's how they live their life. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. You guys, I don't want to talk about it too much, because I try to go into it pretty organically, but the West Memphis 3. So I am working on that one. So sad, you guys. Like, it's so sad. And yeah, I mean, I remember when that case happened. So I do know about the case, you know. But I think the worst part is, you know, 3 8-year-old little boys slaughtered for no apparent reason. And then these 3 17, 18-year-olds, one gets life, or 2 get life in prison and 1 gets the death penalty. And they didn't do anything, you know? Excuse me. I mean, I know like the basics of the case and all that. It's just a sad freaking story. Like, it's so, you know, it's just sad. Like, in the blink of an eye, you know, you can go from being a teenager to you're in prison for the rest of your life because you massacred 3 little boys when really you didn't do it, you know. I can't imagine, like, the 3 guys, you know. I can't even imagine, like, yeah. But that one's coming up in a couple weeks, y'all. Yeah. I'm working on that one. I've got a couple other ones that I had no intention. So normally what I do, I go to my list, I pick one, and then bam, I work on that one, right? Well, I had no intention of working on any other ones. I go down the list and I'm at the West Memphis 3. And then whether I like it or not, 2 other cases were brought in. So now I'm working on several at a time. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be able to get finished with to be able to post it this next week, but yeah. I think Candace was essayed as a child. It's a pattern I see all the time from mothers of children who are abused. They minimize what happened because they often survived themselves as a child. Yeah, I can believe that for sure. Sometimes spirits hold off on their bodies being found or mysteries being solved because certain events need to be played out for the human side of things, and they wait for that. Very true, Lisa. Very true. Wasn't that the one where they blamed the teenagers, but it was Terry Hobbs, the stepdad, who did it? So yeah, they blamed the teenagers. Justin somebody, Muskegee, a kid with the last name Muskegee, and Damien Eccles. I don't know about the stepdad though, y'all. You'll see when I get it done. So What cases have it kids? Okay, so it's West Memphis, Tennessee. I mean, West Memphis, Arkansas, sorry. These 3 little 8-year-old boys went missing, and like the police were called, and that everybody, the whole like neighborhood got together. Everybody went searching. Couldn't find them. It's nighttime now. It's dark. They were found like the next afternoon, and their bodies had been like, I'm not going to go into the specifics, but their bodies were tied up and they were pushed down in the mud so that their body wouldn't like float right back up. They were like pushed really far down in the mud to where at first nobody even saw that there was anything there. And then they found a shoe. They found 2 shoes. And that's when the cops got down in the water and started feeling, and they were able to pull up the bodies. An 18-year-old Damien Eccles and 2 17-year-olds, Justin somebody, Miss Kelly, I think, or and the Miss Kelly kid was like, he was slow, had some learning disabilities. So the cops basically forced him to say that he witnessed the other 2 killing them, that he was there, which, you know, he was saying what they wanted him to say. And so Justin and then the Miss Kelly kid, they were put in life in prison. Damien Eccles got the death sentence. So what, 20 some years later, they got out a few years ago, but they had to take the Alford plea to get out, which means they can't sue the West Memphis police. They can't make any money off of all, 20 years being stuck in prison, because they had to get out based on the Alford plea, or they were never going to get out. It's horrible, you guys. Like the whole, meanwhile, these 3 little boys have a killer running around out there, and it's just, these kind of cases just get to me, you guys. All because the clothes they wore. Right. Because they wore black clothes. And because they listened to Metallica. I listen to Metallica. And does that make me a Satan worshiper? I mean, what the hell? It was so pathetic, And the district attorney, well, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how sure are you that you caught the guys? He's like, 11, Whatever, dude. Or it was something like that. He said, I remember, this was back in the, early 90s. I remember that, though. That stuck in my head. And I knew then, something was wrong. I could feel it, Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. The teenagers got railroaded because they were creepy Satanists. Yeah, that's what they thought they were. They were Satanists because the one kid, Damien Eccles, he said he was he was Wiccan. And so they mistook being a Wiccan for a Satan worshiper. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Ken. Yeah, it was so sad, you guys. They were bound with their shoelaces, and they were pushed down in the mud. And like I said, people had walked when they were searching by there tons of times. They'd walked back and forth. The cops had walked back and forth and never knew the little boys were underneath the water right there. And it's not like the water was deep. It was shin deep, knee deep for a grown man. And it just so happened, the light hit the water, and this police officer said, "What is that?" And he went over and jumped in the water, and it was a pair of tennis shoes, little boy's shoes. And then he got down on his hands and knees and started crawling, and he found, sad, you guys, sad. And I'm working on doing the case, and it's been really hard, though. You'll see why when I release the video. Hold on, let's see. That's horrific. Oh, that feeling. Yeah. Can their parents sue the police? Nope. Nobody can sue. Oh, the parents of the kids, the little boys could, sure, but Johnny Depp stuck up for them and became friends with Eccles. Yeah, and also Eder. What's his name? Stephen Eder, I think it was. Yep. Who killed the boys with police involved in their killing Vic, or know who did it? The police have no clue who did it. I don't even know who did it at this point. Like, I haven't connected yet or anything. I went ahead and let myself do a little bit of research because I already knew the case, you know, so I was like, it's not going to do, you know what I mean? It's not going to taint my views in this case because I already know about it, you know, so, hi, just joined. Hey, Sophia, what's happening? What's happening? Do you think Damien is guilty or innocent? Just joined. I'm going to do a video on it, but I don't think he's guilty. Let me restate that. I know he's not guilty. That boy is not guilty. That man is not guilty. Yeah. Yeah. I just think it's just so freaking sad, though. I mean, imagine, and I know tons of parents go through this, unfortunately, but imagine, you know, 3 little boys, your child and his 2 little buddies are killed, and they put these 3 men away, and 20 years later they come back and say, oh, we're going to let them out because they really didn't do it. But we're going to make them plead the Alford plea and say that they did it when really they didn't do it. We're going to let them out, right? How do you feel? Like, I know 2 of the families still live there in that town. So how do you feel as a parent, like, all of a sudden, like, oh my God, my baby's murderer is running free. You know what I mean? Like, how do you, I would think that would be worse than anything, you know, because the parents of the 3 little boys, they flat out said they know Damien and the guy Justin and the Miss Kelly guy didn't do it. They've come out and said, we know they didn't do it. You know, so how frustrating that has to be. Like, you have to be so angry with your local police department. You have to be, you know what I mean? Like, you guys, like, There was, yeah, there was some sexual issues with the 3 little boys, unfortunately. Yeah, I haven't connected with them yet, but, one of the boys, his scrotum was missing, and it was just horrible, you guys. It's just, I can't, like, even talking about it just makes me want to vomit. I just want to vomit. Weren't they bitten by turtles? Well, that's the other thing is, they, you know, had written some of what they found on the bodies off to them being bitten by turtles, because there's all kinds of turtles in that creek area. I just can't imagine. Like, yeah. Eddie Van Eder. Yeah. Right. Yep. And Dixie Chicks called the stepdad out in a concert. Really? I didn't know that. Wow. Let me tell you a little Dixie Chick story. You guys ready? So I worked backstage at this awesome venue for quite a few years. You know, I got to know, like, I know all kinds of people in the music industry. I know famous musicians. Trust me, I know them. So anyway, my daughter and I are driving down the street one day. I don't remember where we were. I don't remember where the hell we were. Anyway, I think we were in Northern Virginia somewhere, though. And I see a tour bus, like, up in front of us. And I was like, oh, that's a tour bus. And so I know, you know, there's a little spot where it says on the bus who's in that tour bus, right? So I pull up next to him and I look, and my daughter's like, oh my God, it's the Dixie Chicks. And I was like, oh wow, that's too cool, because she loved the Dixie Chicks. She was a huge country music fan, right? Me, not so much. At this point, she was like, I think 8th or 9th grade. So she's like, Mom, can we follow him? I'm like, yeah, okay. So we follow the bus driver. He pulls over in the shopping center, and he gets out, and we walk up, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey. excuse me. And I said, are the Dixie Chicks on the bus? And he's like, no, they're at the hotel. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, thanks, appreciate it. So we hid. This is how bad I am. Yeah, it was for my daughter. Come on. So we hid. And when he came out and got back on the road and started driving, we followed him to the hotel. True story. So he pulls over and he gets out and we jumped out of our car and he turned around and he was like, I see you. And I was like, hey. So we went and sat inside the hotel in the lobby. And I mean, we sat there for like 3 hours and they didn't come out. And my daughter was crushed, but I was like, I'm so sorry, honey. And she's like, it's okay, mommy. You know, and she had taken pictures of the bus and yeah, there's my Dixie Chick story. Oh, that was the thing. The first parking lot that he pulled into when we went up to talk to him the first time, he was going into the grocery store to get junk food for the bus for them. Tabitha was like, can I go in with them and see what he buys? I was like, no, honey. And then we stalk him and follow him to the hotel. But that's my Dixie Chick story. Just never did get to meet him. That sucks. But I tried. All right, let me get caught up, you guys. Hang on. I didn't know that about the Dixie Chicks, though. That's pretty cool. Can't wait to see the video. Yeah. The kids were all 8 years old. That's grade 3, just awful. Yeah. So freaking sad. Supposedly I heard the stepdad is with a woman now that has a child. Oh, God. I mean, I don't know if he's the one that did it. I haven't connected with them yet. I've been seeing, I will tell you this. I have been seeing a man. Anytime I think about the case, I see this man. It's not the stepdad, but I do see a man. It's not the stepdad, though. So I'm really interested when I try to connect to see if this man I'm seeing is the one that's responsible. Yeah. Okay, that's horrible. Those poor little boys, bless their hearts, right? It's just so sad. Hey, Victoria, how are you? Missed you. What's going on? Hey, Melissa, what's happening, mama? We're just talking about, I've got, I'm working on the West Memphis 3 case, and we were just talking about, you know, I haven't connected yet or anything, but I'm working on that. And unfortunately, I have these other cases that popped up because I don't always have control over that, you guys. Like I've told you, a lot of times I go to sleep, I have a dream, and the next morning I'm like, what the hell was that dream about? And then I'm like, oh crap, that's the case that's next in line on my list. That happens a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, and the stepdad wanted to sue the Dixie Chicks, but they can cross-examine the witness, so the stepdad decided not to sue. There you go. I think that, look, here's what I will say. I haven't connected. I keep seeing the face of this man. It's not the stepdad, but I think that guy's an asshole. There's definitely something about him. I will tell you this. Back in the 90s, I saw the case on TV. I saw him and his wife, and I was like, ugh, like, to this day, when I looked up the case, you know, because like I said, normally I don't research the case first, but I knew about the case already, so I was like, whatever. I didn't even know, look, I didn't even know that Damien Eccles and Miss Kelly and the Justin kid, I didn't even know they had gotten out of prison, okay? So I was like, oh shit, I didn't know, you know? But yeah, even when I saw, and even now when I went and I was looking, and when I found out they had gotten out of prison, I saw the picture of the stepdad and the mom, and I was like, there's something about him. I mean, I don't know that he's the one that did this, but there's definitely something with him. Yeah. The person who did this will be found and charged. Yep. Rest in peace, little guys. They better be, because this is just, it's just, oh my God, this case, like, is so... It's so sad, you guys. Does the dad know the person? I don't know. Look, all I can tell you, because I don't know, I haven't tried to connect yet. You know, all I can tell you is from the very beginning, okay, when the name came up, and I was like, oh my God, I remember that case. I could see this guy. And anytime, even now, if I'm talking about it, thinking about it, he's right here. I can see him. I can see his picture, like perfect, crystal clear, like he's standing in front of me. He's still alive. He's not dead. So I'm not seeing him in spirit form. I'm literally seeing like a picture of him. So if he's not the one that did it, I don't know who this dude is. Like, you know, he's somehow connected to all this. I just don't know. I don't know. Hey, Ginger, what's happening, mama? What up? Yeah, definitely bad vibes. The stepdad. So let me tell you this. So usually my gifts work in that I can like see a picture of somebody, right? And it's like I can sense, I guess is the word. I can sense like if they're bad or if they've done something horrible. I can sense it. Like it's almost like I can feel it. For example, you know, if I saw a picture of Ken and she's in front of me and I saw a picture of her, you know, I wouldn't feel anything bad. You know, I'd feel happy, content. You know what I mean? But if I see a picture of somebody that, whether I know what laws they've broken or what they've done or not, I can always feel it. Like I can sense right away, like, you know what I mean? So a lot of times people will be like, oh, do you think this person is the murderer? And while I may not be able to tell if they're the murderer in that particular situation, I can tell if they've done something horrible. You know what I mean? Like I can sense it usually. And with the stepdad, that's what I get. It's not, I'm not getting that he's the one that's responsible for the murders. But then again, I haven't connected with the children yet. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But for whatever reason, anytime I talk about this case, the guy's right here. Yeah. So like I said, I don't know if he's the one responsible for the murders, this guy that I'm seeing, or I don't know. Are we talking about Terry? Well, I was talking about, yeah, the stepdad. Horrible man. He's done something. I can feel it. I don't know that it's necessarily, in other words, when I see a picture of him, I don't see him connected with murdering the kids. But that doesn't mean anything. I sense something bad, but I haven't connected with the kids. You know what I mean? So I can't be sure. But I don't know who this dude is. Who is this guy that I keep seeing? Like, you know, I even said to my husband the other day, I'm like, well, I mean, maybe he has to do with another case or something. But it's every time I'm referring to this case or talking about it or thinking about it, he's there. He pops up. He's there right now. He's right there. Right there. In your head's right there. In your head right there. Okay, let's get caught up here. Could we do Melissa? Might have been someone he worked with or lived close by one of the boys. Could be. I think the little boys saw something with the stepdad, and that's why they were killed, to keep them quiet. That could very well be. Absolutely, he is involved. I watched the video. You can absolutely see it. A drug deal or something, Lori. Me too, Vicky. I'm like that. See? Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm the only crazy person out there. No, I'm just kidding, JR. When you watch the video, you can feel it. Yeah. The guy could be a pedophile and totally unrelated to the stepdad. The stepdad is a jerk off and a creep, but I don't think he's connected to their death. Yeah, that's usually, if he were responsible for the murders, usually I would feel that. You know what I mean? Like I would know that right away. I'm not seeing that with the stepdad, but I'm just seeing bad and sensing bad. So I don't know. I don't know what they saw. Something more like child. Oh, you mean like child porn rather than drug. Oh, okay. He never once showed that he cared that those boys were missing or dead. Did you look up the man Terry was with that day? No. I didn't know he was with somebody that day. That's interesting because I keep seeing this man. Little beady heads right there. That's very interesting. I need to research that. Because like I said, I even said to my husband, I'm like, maybe this guy has to do with another case, and that's why he keeps coming up. But it's every time I'm thinking about this case or talking about this case, he popped up. I don't know. Like child trafficking, Laura, yeah. I can't wait for you to get to the Crystal Rogers case in Bardstown, Kentucky. Excuse me, guys. Ugh, yuck. Crystal, I was going to look and see how far down Crystal Rogers is. You know, that name sounds really familiar. I'm not sure why. Unless it's like coming up or something and I saw it, you know. You guys, my hubby went and got me diet lemonade from Chick-fil-A. The guy's name was Jacoby something. Yes, look up Jacoby. He was with Terry. Wow, really? Let me look him up really quick. Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I always want to say that. Hey, Victoria, do you think you're seeing the same person but looks different because of their state of mind? No. There's no way. I'm telling you, because there's no way this guy could be mistaken for Terry. Let me just put it that way. I believe a child does traffic and exchange kids. It helps them trust each other. It's gross, but they don't care. The McCanns did that on their group. Bathe each other's kids. Yeah. A bunch of freaking sickos, man. Every single one of them. Off-duty Blanca. Hey, what's up? Oh, we were talking about the West Memphis 3 because I have that case is coming up. I'm working on it. I heard Arkansas made the Memphis 3 sign their rights to not sue the state. Yeah, they had to. The reason they had to plead the Alford plea was so that the state was protected, which is total and bullshit. Excuse my French, but it's total bullshit. All right, what's Terry Hobbs? You guys are gonna laugh at how I one finger here. Takes me forever to text. I'm like. Okay, Terry Hobbs' friend. Okay, that's John Mark Byers. David Jacoby, is that his name? Oh, what is this? Declaration of David Jacoby? Oh, they worked together. But let me see a picture of you, dude. I need to see a picture of him. All right, let me see a picture of him. Nope, that's not him. That's not him. And the reason I know it's not him is because the guy that I'm seeing is African American. There you go. I keep seeing an African American guy. Yeah. Disappointed in Arkansas's legal system. You know, it's not. Oh my God, look, I'm like sweating like a dog. You can't blame it on the whole judicial system. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those freak things, and the police officers were cocky. This is interesting, you guys. I didn't even know this until I got a message about this. Someone messaged me because I messaged someone and asked them a very specific question about the West Memphis 3. And this person messaged me back and said that the interesting point was they think the reason why the police roped the two 17-year-olds and one 18-year-old into it so quickly was because they were being, the whole police force was being investigated. And so they thought, if we find these kids guilty, maybe they'll lay off of us. True story. There was a huge investigation going on with the West Memphis police when this all went down. Yep. Do you have Lindsay Buziak already? I can't remember. I may, honey. Unless I can quickly remember who Lindsay Buziak is, I have no idea. They kind of like run together, you know? I think it's like a defense mechanism for me. I can't remember, but then if you bring it up and I'll be like, oh, I remember that case. Yeah. You know, there's no way I could remember every, trust me, this brain, no can do. Is that the lady that sold houses and she got killed? I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, is that Lindsay Buziak? Is that who you're talking about? Oh. Some in-depth interviews with Jacoby and Terry's disposition fully available. Yeah. Verklempt, yes, yes. It's so funny I am. Maddie McCann case is beyond sad. I hope Summer is found and not dragged out for years like Maddie's. No one has been charged for Maddie's disappearance. You guys, there's just entirely... What the hell just happened? Hold on, you guys. I think I did something wrong. Oh, thought I did something wrong. Like, what the hell did I do? Maddie has not been found yet. Wasn't Bojangles described as African American? I don't know what you mean, Bojangle. I don't know what you mean, honey. She was so pretty. Oh my God, I felt so bad for her. She shouldn't have been alone. It's so very sad. I think she would have had a great life. It's not fair that someone took her. Were the boys African American? No. None of them were. The 3 8-year-olds were all white, and the 3 teenagers were all white. Yeah, I agreed, Lori. I think someone took her as well. She was watched days before she was taken. There goes my phone. Richard Hall did some very good videos on Madeline McCann. He was very brave and stated the truth, in my opinion. Nice. The I-65 serial killer was found, but he died. Ugh, really? Okay, thanks, guys. Interesting. How old is the guy you're seeing? So, I could be way off, but hang on. I need to, like, focus in on him. He's maybe, like, early 30s. Yeah, maybe early 30s. I will say that he kind of looks like he's been through a lot. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I agree with Richard Hall as well on Madeline. I think they mean the man covered in blood at Bojangles after the murders around the time. I think he was African American. In this case that we're talking about, the West Memphis 3, Bojangles was the creepy guy with blood seen at the nearby truck stop but was never found by police. West Memphis 3 case. I've actually been to Bojangles one time. It was in Charlottesville, Virginia. Wow. Wow, really? I didn't know that. Wow, okay. Maybe that's this guy. Maybe that's what I'm seeing. I mean, the whole thing is I don't know why I just keep seeing him. You know what I mean? It's not like he's in spirit form. He's trying to communicate with me. I don't know. The plot thickens. Holy crap. Richard Hall did a brilliant documentary and dug up so many facts that we were never aware of. The toughest 7 cannot get their stories straight. Yes, West Memphis 3. Bojangles is a serial killer. He was seen at the Bojangles around the time the boys were murdered and never identified him, so they dubbed him Bojangles. Wow. Okay, guys, love you guys so much, but I'm exhausted. Night, night, Victoria. Night, night, Ken. Night, honey. Night, Melissa. We'll see you next week, babe. Have a good week. Oh, wow. Okay, Vic, are you picking up the guy had something wrong with him, like a disability or mental? I'm not. But I will say this. There's like so much more to this guy. I don't know how to explain it. But there's so much more to him. But I don't know why I know that, because I don't, you know what I mean? Because I don't know how he's connected. I don't know if this is the Bojangles guy. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to have to try to like see if I get anything about him. Anything else? I don't know. Lindsay deserves a look. I was so upset when I first heard she was murdered. I'm still heartbroken over it. What a waste. Such a shame. Wait, this is, what'd you say, Lindsay? Are you guys? Buziak? Wasn't it like Buziak or something? Wow. Yeah, this guy, like yeah, he's still like right there. I don't know. It's rumored the woods near the truck stop was used for sex, possibly something with this Bojangles guy, Terry and Jacoby, which the boys walked in on. Really? Wonder what the motive could have been. Lindsay Buziak, that's right. Yeah, I wrote it down right. Wow, thanks, Ginger. Wow, that's insane. Yeah, now this is gonna like drive me nuts. You know, I don't know. Wow, Ginger, that seems plausible, but they were also SA, so not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I know he's involved somehow with something because he won't leave. Like his picture's right there. Yeah, it's weird. Well, it was believed that the boys were essayed and the wounds you're talking about were from turtles in the pond. Bojangles' real name is... Wow, man, you guys got the tea for sure, don't you? Henry Lewis Wallace. Ooh, I need to look a picture of him up. Let me look him up. Hold on. Let me look him up, you guys. I just need to see. Just drive me bonkers. Henry Lewis Wallace. Okay, you guys, so I just looked up Henry Lewis Wallace, and it says he's an American serial killer who killed 10 young black women in Charlotte. That's not him. So you're saying Henry Lewis Wallace is the Bojangles guy, right? Because the one the picture I just looked at, that's not him. Yeah. That's all it's bringing up is that one guy, and he's a serial killer, and that's not him. The guy that I'm seeing has like a slimmer face. He doesn't have such a full face. Hold on, you guys. Let me get caught up. Hold on, you guys. Oh, wait, Victoria, I have another one for you. Candace Hilt. People think the cops murdered her, but I get bad vibes from the brother. Wow. I'm getting all kinds of stuff from her. Just from her name. Candace Hilt. Yeah, there's definitely like, with her name, there's like layers. And I usually see that if there's like a cover up, you know what I mean? I usually see that layer right away, and that's what I'm seeing. Wow. Is there a police sketch of this Bojangles guy that you could look up? I don't know. That's what I need to find. That's definitely what I need to find. I think there might be a sketch of Bojangles from the people who work there. Oh, that'd be cool. Has he done this before, Vic? Or could he be doing this again? Is that what you're seeing? Why you're seeing him? It could very well be. Like, it's just so bizarre, though. Anytime I think of this case, or, you know, earlier today in my head, I was like, okay, I need to try to connect with the little boys. And right away, whoosh, there he is, you know? I mean, it could very well be. And he may not, maybe he's not connected to this case. It's just weird that anytime I think of the case or talk about it, he's right there. But maybe he's, I don't know. Is that confirmed? That guy is a serial killer, but his MO is not little Caucasian boys, it's black women. Do we know that's Bojangles for sure? No, I don't know that's Bojangles for sure. I just looked, when I looked that name up, his real name, it came up that he was a serial killer. Yeah, North Carolina, and he had killed a bunch of black women. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember if I asked, but would you be able to add Oakley Carlson to your list? She's been missing over a year and her parents won't talk. Wow. 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 Okay. As soon as I read that name, like, I feel like my air is being cut off. My heart, yeah, my heart's beating really fast, and I feel like my air is being cut off. As soon as I read that little girl's name, God, did they freaking kill her? What the hell's wrong with people, man? Hold on, I need to calm down. Whew. I mean, that literally, like, you know, takes my breath away, and like my heart is like beating so fast right now. Oh God. Yeah. Wow. Okay. You guys, hold on, let me get caught up. Do you hear those kids? There's like a whole bunch of kids out there running around the neighborhood. I can't wait for the Randy Leach video. That case just breaks my heart every time. His poor mom, Alberta. Oh, man. I don't think that's confirmed to be him, though. Yep, different MO. Did you get anything from the name Randy Leach, Vic? Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you, my hands are shaking. I can just tell you what I get, okay? With Randy Leach, I feel like like I can't think clearly, you know? I can't think clearly. My hands were shaking. I think they stopped, but I don't know. That was just a weird how my body reacted. That was really weird. Yeah, that was strange. Like, I couldn't think straight for a second. Like, I don't know how to explain it. That was weird. Yeah. Kenny Beach was the MK guy. That case is wild. Not sure. Randy Leach was a 17-year-old boy in the 1980s that went missing after a school party. Small rural town. His parents have been looking for him ever since. His dad recently died. I don't know if he was on drugs or something because my hands started shaking, but that was secondary to like I couldn't think straight. I couldn't think straight. It's like I couldn't get a thought together. And a lot of times when I see a name or whatever, I feel things, you know? So that's, wow. Yeah. That was a weird reaction though. That was bizarre. Okay. Randy Leach dove into a river on his way back home from a school party, as far as I know. Adventure with Purpose is searching the river for him. Oh, good. Air cut off for Oakley. Her parents were cooking meth at the house. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they never found a car or anything. Yeah, I don't think little Oakley is around at all. I definitely will, Ginger. I'll definitely try to connect with her and see what all I get. Because, yeah, there's definitely something there for sure. Like, a YouTuber did a Kenny Beach video with the MK, but I can't find it. Looks like it got deleted. Conspiracy theories abound. Wow. I love Adventures with Purpose. Me too. Those guys are awesome. See, I would love, you know, not the way they do, obviously. I'm not going to go dive. That's not what I'm good at. But, you know, to be able to travel and go try to find these people. Joe Pickler. That would be the first place I would go. I would go to try to see if I could find Joe Pickler's body because that one bothers me, you guys. His mom is just such an amazing human being. I just wish you could see just what an amazing person she is. Like, she's just such a nice person. I can't even, you know, she and I talk back and forth, and I would love to find her son for her. Yeah, it bothers me. It bothers me that I can't, you know what I mean? Like, that I can't just tell her, like, here's where your son's body, you know what I mean? Like that, it just bothers me. Yeah. Oh my God, Vicky reports are someone could have drugged him at the party. That would make sense because literally I was like I was trying to focus and I was trying to calm down and I just couldn't, like, I couldn't get my thoughts together. I couldn't dial it in. My hand was shaking. I don't know. That makes sense though, you know. So many disappearances. It's infuriating. How can this be happening in this day and age? You know, Lori, I agree. You know, I will say this. I think, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know which way to look at it, because of social media nowadays, wow, my scar is like really sticking out today, isn't it? This is crazy. Funny story about that scar. Anyway, I think, I don't know if it's, hi, Ella. My kitty's here. I'll have to tell you about what the vet said, by the way. What are you doing? What was I talking about? Fortunately or unfortunately, you know, with social media now, You know, whereas years ago we didn't have social media. So when people went missing, if you didn't live in that particular town or if it wasn't on your town's, you know, news channel, you might not know about it, you know? So, yeah. Yeah. So first, let me tell you about my kitty cat. So, Vet said she's good. You know, she's eating, she's drinking, she's pooing and peeing and sleeping and playing normal. So the vet said it could have been that she was in pain those 2 times, but now she's okay. Something could have been bothering her. It could have been a freak thing. I personally think it was because of a spirit. The more I think of it, I think that's what it is. I'm not sure why I wasn't sensing the spirit unless it was because I was being attacked. So I wasn't focused on that aspect of it. Yeah. But she's good. She's a good girl. She's okay now. She's not going to attack mommy no more. This scar. Wait, where's that? That scar. I was 3 years old sitting on my tricycle. Sitting completely still on my tricycle. And I toppled over face first. And I slammed into the concrete. Cut my head open. True story. I was sitting completely still, you guys. I am the klutziest person known to man. I've gotten better as I've gotten older, believe it or not. It's usually the opposite, but I have gotten better as I've gotten older. His friend came forward years later and said someone put something in his drink, but it was never confirmed. Wow. I believe it. The way I felt, I totally believe that. Thank you so much for your habitat. Aw, thank you, Ginger. I appreciate that, honey. I really do. Me too. I love Adventures with Purpose. You should do that big. Road trip, guys. Road trip, Mr. B. I would love to. I mean, if I could do that full time, I would love to. You know, that would be an amazing collaboration. Yeah, right? Shannon, that's so messed up to do to someone when they have no clue. He probably drove into a lake or river. Damn, what a rotten thing to do, right? That would be second degree murder. Yeah. I feel that way about Randy Leach case. His mom and dad were so lovely. Randy was just a typical kid about to graduate high school. Didn't normally go to parties. I just really hope his mom finds out. I'm going to write his name. Did I already write his name? I didn't write his name down, did I? How in the hell is my pen running out when I just put ink in it? What the hell? Yeah, gulling it. Oh no. I'm not going to be able to get this pencil out, am I? Oh, crap. Oh my god, I hate this thing. Sorry. Larry Miller, there was a rickety old bridge that he had to drive over on his way home. They think he missed the bridge and drove down in the embankment into the river. Oh, no. How horrible. That would certainly be the first place I would look. I think it was a spirit, too. That was my first thought last week. Yep. Probably what it was, Cynthia. It was just so weird. It was just bizarre because my cat doesn't ever act like that. Like, I'm the one she comes to, you know, when she wants to curl up and be loved on, you know, she comes to me. When she wants to play, she goes to her dad or to my son, Chris. You know, so, yeah. Isn't it? His friend says it was done by a girl he liked. The girl was not good. They have searched the ponds nearby, but never found anything. Wow. Ken, I sure hope those adventure boys will get to have a look for Randy. What a shame. People are crazy. Yeah. Let's see. Can you please add Joe Grazel to your list? He disappeared October 2003. He was studying for finals. Wow. Wow. Damn, I don't think he's alive either. I don't feel like he's alive. There goes my stupid phone again. You guys, that was my fault. I thought I had turned it all the way off and I didn't. It's like a comedy of errors. Every single time I do a flippin' video. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to look at this. Hold on. I have to look at this. Aww. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. So, and my son's girlfriend got like a half an arm sheet or whatever tattoo done. It's really cool. It's got like Buddha, like, let's see if you guys can see it. Let me see. You guys see that? It's got like Buddha turned around at the top, and there's all the stuff. Like, it's not done yet. They still have like, you know, where am I at? They still have stuff right there to do. It's gonna be so damn cool though. That's awesome. And then listen, my son's best friend who took his life several years ago, you know, he's like completely ruined Valentine's Day for my son. You know, they found his body on Valentine's Day. Anyway, his name was Guppy. That has been his name since he was a little kid because he was like a fish out of water. Like, he just was such a good swimmer. He loved it. So my son's getting a goldfish. Tomorrow he's getting a goldfish jumping into a pond, into a koi pond, in honor of Guppy, which I think that, to me, that means something. Like, I don't like when kids go out, when I say kids, they're adults, but when kids go out and adults go out and they just get willy-nilly crap tattoos, and then later they're like, why did I get that? Every tattoo I have on my body, every little mark, every rose, every color, everything I have on my body means something. And it was thought out. It was well thought out. It's not something I just willy-nilly went and got. The tattoos that I do have, you know, I've thought about it and it means something. You know, it's something that I look down at the tattoo and I think of someone or something, you know. Yeah. So, anyway, sorry. It's terrible because a high school girl would be too immature to tell the truth. Yeah, I agree. The length of time he has been in the river, they think the vehicle would have moved a few miles downstream. Oh, yeah. Adventures with Purpose have searched for him but found nothing. Watch their video. It's really good. I cried the whole way through. Why am I losing my voice? What the hell? I'm losing my voice for some reason. You should get together with Donna Serafina. She wants to travel around looking for clues to missing kids. If you had a partner, it would be feasible. What do you think? I would love it. I would love it. I like her. I've only seen like 2 of her videos. Somebody sent me 2 different videos and asked me to watch them. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that. I don't think they give up that easily. They will try again. Oh my God, the dream team. That's so pretty. Wow, that's a lot of work. Yeah, right? You guys, since I can show you, I gotta show you something funny. I showed Ken these the other day. So I was telling her, you know, she was talking about my weight loss and everything. And like, you know, I've been really, you know, eating healthy and like really trying hard to, you know, to feel better. Let me see if I can find them on here. Dang, on it. And anyway, so I showed her these pictures and she was like, wow, you lost a lot of weight. I've lost a lot of weight. Let me show you guys. Let me see if you can see that. Can you guys, no, not that. What the hell? Why did that do that? Can you guys see that? I got a little old teeny tiny head and a big old body. There's a good one, a bigger one. There's that one. This one I think was 2009. And then, wow. Here, there, I can make it bigger. I got my cigarette in my hand. That's back before I quit smoking. I was a chain smoker. See how big I was? I was a big old girl back then. I was a big girl. And then this was at Vegas, the first time I went to Vegas. I was a big girl, y'all. I was a big old girl. I was a big girl, wasn't I? Yes, I was. Wow, these pictures of me, it doesn't even look like me. Well, let's not keep looking at those things, okay? That's a lot of ink. I have Grant's signature on my wrist, part of a sleeve of flowers for my mom, dad, and Grant. Aw, that's so cool, Kim. You should send me a picture of it. That's so cool. I would love to see it. Donna Serafino video on Summer. Wow, gave me chills. That poor baby. Ugh. Oh my God, yeah, you look great now. Aw, thank you. I told her that. She is now glowing and now and healthy. Aw, thank you, Ken. You're so sweet all the time. Wow, you look great now. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I mean, I'm a different person today, but I'm just, you know, I was telling my sister this earlier, like, at the end of 2015 into 2016, I lost a lot of weight. And I just felt so much better. But the problem was I was working out twice a day. Like I was overdoing it. It was ridiculous. I was doing like, you know, 7 to 10 miles on the exercise bike. And then I was doing, you know, 3 miles on the rowing machine and 10 miles on the bike or 10 miles on the treadmill. Like I was doing entirely too much. I ended up hurting my hip. And then I gained back 30 some pounds. And I've now started, I think I'm down like, I don't know. I don't want to jinx myself, but I have lost a little bit and, you know, I feel better, you know, and I'm trying to get healthier. For example, I want to start doing better with like taking probiotics, you know, making kefir, excuse me, and making all this, you know, kombucha and all that myself. I want to start doing that. And, you know, we haven't been eating any processed crap. Like I'm making everything from scratch again. And I'm trying to stay away from a lot of carbohydrates and trying to just, you know, do more veggies and stuff. And so we're getting there, you know, but I definitely feel better, you know, like I feel so much better when I eat like that. And I'm just brain wise, just in a better place. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel better. It's bizarre. Hey, Kate, happy Friday, girlfriend. Wow, you've accomplished so much. I'm trying to lose weight too. Thank you, Cynthia. I have a long way to go, people. Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, JR. Done so good, Victoria. You look so good now. I wish I had the willpower. Thank you, Pat. You know, that's the thing, though. I don't have the willpower. Let me tell you. Christmas 2015. I baked like 30 some different kinds of cookies at Christmas, right? I did not eat one morsel, not one bite. I didn't try the cookies. I made them and gave them to people. And I had willpower back then. I don't have that kind of willpower now. For example, this is how I don't have willpower. I ate a chocolate chip cookie last night. You know, I don't want to be the way I was back then because I feel like I put way too much attention on, like, look, I didn't cheat. You know what I mean? I put too much attention on that instead of just being a normal human. And because of that, ultimately, I gained the weight back because I gained it back. So, you know, so, I mean, I'm trying. It's a long haul. I don't want to die. You know, I'm type 2 diabetic and I don't want to die. I don't want to have a heart attack. I don't want to have a stroke. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be healthy. I want my hubby to be healthy. And it's just something that he and I needed to do, you know, and we're not there yet. You know, we're trying though, you know, so. Vicky, you look amazing now. You're still beautiful back then, inside out. Thank you, Shannon. You've made a huge recovery. That's awesome, Victoria. You're absolutely beautiful. Way to go. Thank you. You guys, thank you. You don't need to say that, though. You're too sweet. I don't do well with compliments. I really don't. Like, you know, I remember when I lost all the weight before and people were like, oh my God, you're like 1/3 the size. Look how skinny you are. And my father-in-law, I hadn't seen my father-in-law in years. And we were at my sister-in-law's house and she put him on FaceTime or whatever, and she panned over to me and he said, oh my God, who is that? You're so skinny. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like it was like a surreal feeling, you know, because I'm not around my father-in-law that much, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but I just don't take compliments. Yeah. Traveling in a car with me in 2010 with gas and cheap hotel cost me $100 a day. No food included. For you, GoFundMe and TV contract. Yeah, no, I don't want a TV contract, y'all. That's not for me. If I can stay in the background to where nobody sees my face, then I do it. I worked on this, and I'm not going to go into too many details, but I worked on this huge case. It concerned murders, women being murdered, disappearance, searching. It was a really huge case, and several times the reporters, when I was chatting with the sheriff and the chief of police, and I didn't know that they were had the camera on me, and I was like, no, and I put my hand up, and the chief, he turned around so that he was blocking me, and he told the guy, he's like, get out of here. Because I told him, I said, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want people to say, oh, Victoria Paxton. You know what I mean? That's not me. I like being in the background. I'm the person, let me tell you, I'm the person, you go to a big family cookout, right? I'm the person that likes to be in the kitchen, washing dishes, cooking food, sweeping, keeping everything restocked while everybody else is having fun. That's what I like. I like to be in the background. That's just me. That's where I'm comfortable, and yeah. I mean, this case was huge, and I was panicked that, oh my God, I'm going to be on the freaking news. What the hell? I just remember being so upset about it. Fortunately, I wasn't, because the chief went and talked to the camera guy and the reporter afterwards, but it's just the point. That's just not me. That's not how I am. You're such a beautiful person regardless of your weight. Aw, Ginger, you're so sweet. Thank you, honey. You lost a lot over the last few years, too. I see the difference in the videos that you did a while back. Yeah, I've lost some. I mean, not a shit ton, but I have lost some. I'll say this. I definitely feel better. I definitely feel better. You look beautiful. I haven't whispered 25. Started eating really healthy. She lost a ton, and it probably helped her psychic abilities. There you go, I am. There you go. Yeah, I'm all for that. If you fill your pantry with healthy food, then willpower will not be a problem. Healthy sex. True. Very true. It used to be I would eat cookies and chips and crap. And, my go-to jam lately has been Dannon Light and Fit vanilla yogurt. And also the Quaker rice cakes. Those. And I even like to put a little bit of cashew butter on them. Those are good. Yeah. Is type 2 the one that caused my weight? Yes, it is. In fact, before, when I lost all that weight, I was off. I was off my heart pills, blood pressure. I was off all my diabetic medicine. And then I started eating bad, and I got hurt. I stopped exercising. I started eating bad, gained the weight back, and bam, here I am. All you can do is try. Don't beat yourself up for not being perfect. We don't get out of this alive, so you don't have to take it too seriously. Very true. Thank you. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days when I left my first husband. I went down to 86 pounds. I look like death. Oh, my God, Kim. Yeah, that's scary, girl. Can't be that tiny. That's not healthy. You can't be that tiny. I'm glad you're okay now, and I'm glad you have a good man, because Lord knows you deserve it. Vicky, you're so sweet. You can stay at mine anytime. You're in Perth, Western Australia. Aw, thank you, Shannon. You're so cute. Kim, I can believe that. I've done the same. You don't have to try losing weight. When you go through that kind of trauma, the weight just melts off. Wow. I think I gained weight when I got away from my ex. We can cook out and bake together. There you go. See, I want to get back into baking, but I need to do a new spin on it. Instead of baking, to where we eat the crap, I need to bake and then send it to somebody's house. That's what I'm going to start doing, because I love to bake. It's very It's very cathartic for me. I love to bake. Like, yeah. You're right. It's nice looking good, but feeling good is the most important part, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's all well and good when people say, oh my God, you've lost so much weight, you look great. But it's what's in my brain. You know what I mean? Like now I feel a lot better about myself because I'm eating healthy, you know? Yeah. I'm the social butterfly type. I love to do public speaking and being the leader of the group. I'm a Leo though, so it's easy for me. There you go, Lori. You know what's funny? I was an amazing public speaker. That was me. Like when I was in high school and when I first started college, that was me. That was me. But as I've gotten older, I prefer to be in the background. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I'm still a social butterfly. You still, even if I'm in the kitchen at that party and I'm still talking to 50 different people, right? So I'm still socializing. I'm just kind of like behind the scene. Like, I don't know. Lori, I'm a Capricorn. There you go. Shannon, you should check out Margaret Max, the Pendulum Queen. She's from Australia and she's fabulous. She's a psychic too. I'll have to check her out. Not that I have time, but still check her out. Margaret, how'd she get that name? Margaret Max, the Pendulum Queen. Okay, let's see. God, my scar is like really standing out today. What the hell? That's so weird. I don't notice it that often, but thank you. That is one country I do want to visit, but it's a long, long flight, and I'm not great at being contained that long. Yeah, that's how I would be. Okay, will do, Lori. Thanks. All right, you guys, am I caught up? Am I caught up? Wow, I'm caught up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here, though, because I just noticed it's almost 9:30. Yeah. You guys, thank you. You turned my rough day into a happy day. I had fun tonight. I had a blast talking to you guys and hanging out. Yeah. So let's see. I hope everybody has an amazing week, and hopefully I'm going to get at least one video out this week. If I can get the second one that I'm working on, but I don't know. It depends on what comes up through this week, you know? So, night Vic, night guys, take care. Night Shannon. Okay guys. Night Ken, night Pat, night Lori, night somewhat. Who else? Night Kim. How did I forget about Kim? I couldn't forget about Kim. Night Lisa. Who else, you guys? Who am I missing? Night I am. Night honey. Night Pat. I can't forget Pat. Oh my goodness, I can't forget poor Pat. I love Pat. Night Lori. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I know I'm forgetting somebody because I always do. Yes, please send me the pictures, Kim. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, honey. All right, guys. Have a good week. Bye. Let me see if I can get off of here now. You know, I always have a hard time getting out of here. Get